Data Dictionary, Member Database, Movie Store Relational Database. Now, today we're going to look at a data dictionary for recording different members for an actual movie store. So basically, it's going to be the details we have about all the individuals that sign up for this online movie store, and it's their account details and all that, so they can actually purchase items, okay, from the online movie store. We looked in a previous video at an actual schematic diagram outlining all the other entities that are involved in this online relational database for the wider movie store. But today we're just going to focus on the data dictionary of the single entity of member. So firstly, let's take a look at all the fields we'll have here. So I've got down member ID, surname, first name, address, phone number, email, date of birth, and bank details. Now, obviously, the first important thing to highlight here is my primary key, and it's no wild guess that the ID, the member ID, is my primary key. As it will state here, it's going to be text. It's going to be formatted as an X, which is going to stand for a letter, followed by 5 N's, which will be numbers. Okay, its field size is 6, and you can actually count the 6 characters there, the 1X and the 5 N's. Its description is going to be the unique number ID for all members, meaning that no two members are going to have the same ID. Everyone's going to have a unique ID. An example would be M, which could stand for member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's extremely important that I highlight how my ID field is going to work because it is my actual unique identifier for all the individual records. Now, surname, first name, address, phone number, and email, they're all text data types, okay? So there's not too much I have to explain here. They're all text. I've given them all a field size relevant to how much characters I think are going to go in when inputted into the database about each individual member, and my descriptions and example further outline that. And they're pretty straightforward. Surname's the last name of the person, first name's their first name, address is where they live, the contact number is the number we're going to call, and the email address is their obviously online contact via email. Okay, as always, don't need to show a data format for that. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory in moving forward, and they're going to vary in length. Remember, the field size is the maximum amount of characters allocated to that actual field. Now, date of birth is going to be slightly different because obviously that's going to be a date time. And as you can see by its format, it's going to be in the form of DD/MM/year. Okay, and in Australia, that's pretty much the standard for recording date of birth there. But obviously remember different countries and there are different formats of displaying date of birth. Okay, so it is important to highlight that there. It's a field size of 10 because we include the 2 Ds, the 2 Ms, the 4 Ys, but also the 2 slashes. Okay, so every individual character there is counted and it adds up to 10 characters. It's obviously the member's date of birth, and we have an example there, the 2nd of the 6th, 1986. Then finally we have the bank details, and that is also going to be a text. Okay, the field size is going to be 10. Okay, and it's going to be the person's bank account number, and obviously the bank account number is maximum 10 characters. Okay, we're expecting exactly 10 characters to go into this database, okay, for connection to the user's bank account, so they can just borrow movies without there being any issue. Okay, they don't need to have to re-enter their bank accounts. It's already stored on file. Okay, if we are going to think about the wider issues related to the database, this is obviously a privacy issue. The online database would have to have security set up. Okay, so that when data is transmitted, these bank details aren't revealed about each member. But there you have it, basically. These would be the types of details about members on pretty much any online store. Okay, we are using the example of a movie online store here, but if you're signed up for anything like eBay, Amazon, anything like that, this is the type of data they have about you. They need to know your general details. They need to usually know some addressing information because they send you your products as well on those sites. Okay, and obviously they need to know your bank details so they can get their payment. Okay, and you put your bank details in, stored on their databases, so that every time you purchase, you don't need to re-enter those details. So I hope this gives you a bit of an understanding of that.